Welcome everyone to this Masterclass Career Development in the Digital Age. I am so pleased to be spending the next 30 minutes with all of you on a topic which should be of interest to every university undergraduate. And we'll then have a 15 minutes Q&A session. So before I start, I'd like you to sit back and relax wherever you are, just like me. I'm right in the Yunnan Garden and enjoying this beautiful view. I would also like you to have a cup of coffee if you're at home. Even if you're lying in bed, no worries, okay? This is going to be a really relaxing session where you will learn about career development in the digital age. A very brief introduction of myself. And this is me. I lead the Career Services Office team in the Nanyang Business School. And with a team of 8 career professionals, we take care of students in various industries. I work with banking and finance, actuarial science professionals, and with a lot of building a lot of relations, okay, to bring internships and jobs to our students. And over the last 15 years, career services has evolved tremendously. The digital age has presented new challenges, and it has also created new and powerful opportunities for our undergraduates. And I will show you how you can position yourself better in this competitive landscape. Now, what do fresh grads in Singapore really want? It is not about what employers want. And we must, of course, begin with acknowledging what you want and where you want to work in this digital age. This Glean's survey shows up some very interesting results. Number one, you would like to have work-life balance. And it actually is your priority over the salaries. This has resulted in a lot of you taking new approaches of wanting to be paid well and also looking for flexible work arrangements. In the end, it's about delivering results, and whether you are in your bed in shorts and t-shirts, but you're still doing your job. Take note of point 4 because I'm going to talk about that later. Now, some hard facts. Your dream job might look very different 3 to 4 years from now. The next 3 to 4 years marks the final stretch of your education before you are thrust into the job market. Once you decide on your university program, you cannot be like a racehorse. Racehorses have blinkers and they are run flat out for the finish line. Blinkers prevent them from being distracted. You are not going to be that racehorse. Your university life is not a racehorse. It's fast-paced, no doubt about that. You're joining the Nanyang Business School, but you need to look around and constantly assess your position in the race. In the current fresh graduate space, the race you have started has many routes and many finishes. You need to pick your finish, which may be not the one that you started out with. This means changes in directions are always required while you are at the university. So you might change your career interest along the way, and that's really fine. Now look at the current jobs that employers recently are looking to fill. The pace of change for how jobs are evolving have never been quicker. Data analysts, digital marketers, forensic accounting are all relatively new roles that never existed a long time ago. A good career services department analyzes internal and external data and then works with faculty and employers to support our students' career interests. Now, university is also keeping up with the pace of the evolution of roles and market demands for talent. For example, NTU recognizes sustainability as well as digital literacy, which are very important drivers for the next few years. So the essentials of ICT adept undergraduate, okay, in NBS or in NTU would mean that digital skills are vital for employees in the digital era. Employers and employees must leverage ICT in the next few years. I want to talk about ICT skills. Today, companies need digital skills in their employees. You need to be cross-disciplined, and you must have both hard and soft skills, and also leverage ICT in your jobs. Advances in technology are taking careers to new levels, and we see this happening in all job specializations. For example, intelligent technology is shaping the future of accounting by impacting the type of jobs that will become available. As automation frees them up from their previously manual tasks, accounting professionals can now focus on higher level analytical skills. In fact, accountants in the future will have the opportunity to develop more advanced skills as they increasingly serve as business and strategy consultants instead of just being financial experts. You would see that in Nanyang Business School, the curriculum is also developed and enhanced to meet employers' demands. Look at the ICT Interdisciplinary Collaborative Core that NTU has actually created for all students, including business school students. Employers demand problem solvers. Employers want game changers. And they want change agents. And who are the change agents? It's going to be you. They are also looking for team players who can work across teams, borders, cultures to address real-world problems. And also challenges such as sustainability issues, digital skills, and in NBS, this ICC course addresses real-world subject matters from various perspectives to prepare you for the future of job. Now we are talking about actionable data here. Let's talk about it. Career Services uses data to support our students' career preparedness. We mapped the National Skills Framework in Singapore to analyze employment trends for NBS graduates. From the start, you will be able to see that you are able to plan your career because in this chart in 2019, there has been a steady and steep increase in the salaries of graduates across business programs. This is not a fluke or a natural salary incline. Our careers office have been able to use data to identify the areas for job growth. With this knowledge at hand, we work closely with students to plan your career pathways and build readiness as well as use your talents. You are the talents, and therefore that is why from the employer side, our premier employers know that they want talents with such skills to fill these roles. So in the coming slides, I will show you how we bring our employers together with our students. What you're looking now is an example of how we track employment data to provide our students with updated salary trends, information in different industries. If you are looking at the downward trend, not to worry, it is behind us. It is because of the impact of COVID. In the last 2 years, we were impacted by COVID, no doubt, but we do have an upward trend. Thankfully, these industries are seeing a sharp rebound as COVID dissipates. Some of the high growth industries you would see in the past 3 years are in ICT, consumer, merchandising, and even pharmaceutical. Let's look at what we track in terms of where our students join and from their specializations. Okay, so the market demands are in these different degree programs. For example, accountancy graduates have strong prospects in banking, in finance, in government, and besides the Big Four, fancy landing in one of these firms, Career Services can help you. For our double degree program, obviously, it is really hot these days. In fact, our graduates attained the highest mean salaries across Singapore compared to every other business program. And this was reported in the Graduate Employment Survey of 2021. I would love to spend 1 hour talking to you of how you could be part of these amazing statistics. But wouldn't it be better if I spent 3 or 4 years with you to help you get along? Now, for our business degree program, which is a single degree program, it comprises of 7 specializations. Not only will you graduate a year, in that sense, in a year, you would see that in these 4 years of salaries here, the benchmark places have been actually one of the highest bracket. Okay, so our students are in great demand in the business program, and the top 10 positions would be in finance, sales and marketing, investment advising, data analyst, actuary, with very, very premium employers. So I have actually missed the other one, and maybe I have to go back to that. Okay. Okay, sorry about that. Now our double degree program, okay, it is actually our accountancy program, and it combines the rigor of a solid foundation in accounting while giving you the flexibility of selecting a second premier which taps into your career interests and innate abilities. Our graduates are very much sought after, and we continually build our relationships with the top employers to give our double degree student the best shot. Now, let me show you how NBS and even NTU, how do we walk the talk? Okay. You would see this chart up here. It is a holistic student management system. We can't talk about the digital age if we do not act as a university leveraging on digital technologies for the betterment of our student experience. NBS and NTU has invested in a very comprehensive student management system which is assessed by faculty, administration, and of course career services. Okay, and this collectively tracks student progress and acts on the data for positive outcomes. Every student is granted an up-to-date overview of your academic progress and your skills, your attainment, your curriculum activities, okay? And it allows you to map your relevance of employability. You will self-drive your learning navigator. And with this learning navigator, in the second column, you would see the career support in the middle to assist you with the development and the training resources and to link you up with employers. On the third column, you would see our employer and internship job portal, where we will do a best candidate match through algorithms, through AI, and also in terms of what our employers want. This student management system allows you to drive your career, it allows you to drive your learning, it allows you to drive your career aspirations in NTU. Let us now look at what are the skills and competencies in the digital age. At the beginning, it showed what fresh grads really want, right, in my slide. But at this stage, I will share with you the changing requirements in skills demanded by employers. In the next 5 years, there is a need still for critical thinking. And it has become highly regarded as complexity and ambiguity becomes very pervasive. So being able to connect with other people, being able to have emotional intelligence, strong judgment, decision-making skills are all soft skills and competencies of graduates required in this digital age. Does your university education teach you all these skills? Yes. But where the gaps are, career services runs masterclasses to help you fill your gaps. So at NBS, we run masterclasses, and I'm just showing you some of the masterclasses that we run. I call them human skills because after all, we are humans and we need human skills to survive. We have classes like emotional intelligence for the workplace. These masterclasses are focused on soft skills, and by and large, it is defined by the phrase human skills. As you can see, the masterclasses we run align with the human skills that employers seek in the fresh grad. Leading with character, what an important value it is in the business school. And you will get to understand about what it means to be a leader with character. Sales and negotiation, you need that every day. You need to be influencing your friends, your parents, even your professors, right? And we will teach you that as well. We do profiling workshops for you because you can profile your personality. You can also profile your strengths. And, well, this is the fun part that I get to attend once in a while, wine appreciation for beginners, okay? We would like you to understand and appreciate and be able to understand, what is this drink when you are going out to network with employers. So these human skills are what we call the master classes is what we're going to be providing for you when you come. Right, so let me talk a bit about work-study degree program, right? Just now we had Professor Damien that spoke about it because there were some questions asked. you'll be relieved to know that we have lots and lots of more opportunities for you. Let me just cover some of these, including work-study degree program. Okay, talking about a work-study degree program, it is actually a 6 months internship, and it is an optional, okay, and we recommend it to every student. The combination of academic learning with deep industry exposure is a great opportunity to gain a deeply immersive experience and for you to network within the industry. What's more is a foot into the door of priority offers and even understanding the company culture and the people in there before you even start work. I would love to tell you, but this is a privilege that is reserved for NBS students only. We also provide mentoring programs. It is a very important tool for undergraduates, and the NBS Career Services is ahead in planning mentoring programs for its students. We match you with selected industry mentors. A mentor's help is to help you gain industry-specific insights to provide personalized, holistic guidance. I'm also dying to tell you about our well-regarded mentorship program when you join NBS and how it can make a stark difference to your decision-making. Another great tool that students should consider is our professional career coaching, and you get that when you are in your final year. Okay, so every student is eligible to have a professional coach, be with them and work with them. Now, despite everything that I've said till now, right, without personal branding about yourself, okay, personal, what we call positioning, resume workshops, and lastly, internship sessions, you would not be ready, and you will get to be able to impress others, of course, with your skills, with your resume. You will be able to be seen, and you'll be able to present yourself to many of our industry partners. Career Services does do our part to get you there. Okay, networking events will build up your professional network and allow you to build it up even before you leave university. I've covered a lot of ground this afternoon, and I know it's a nice afternoon out there. And you know, it's a lot to take, but don't fret, okay? Career Services is with you every step of the way over the next 3 to 4 years. I'm proud to say that NBS is the only school in NTU with its own dedicated career services, and every NBS business student must tap into our support, obviously. So let's recap the key takeaways from our masterclass today. Career development in the digital age, okay, is about assessing and digesting evolving data to continually evaluate career goals for you. We seek, right, to help you acquire interdisciplinary academic hard skills, soft skills, human skills, okay, and to help you to develop them in your 3 years with us. You will acquire strong digital and leverage technology to build on your capabilities. Do sign up for our master classes when you join us, only for joinees, to further improve your employability. Do apply for our many targeted internships and work study program. Okay? And finally, when I see you soon, tap into our Career Services mentorship, our coaching, and all our wonderful networking sessions. Okay? So thank you very much for spending this time with me. There will be a Slido that is posted up. And oh, okay, this is fast. Okay, you're already with the questions. Okay, I'm serving NS now. This is the question. What do you think job roles will look like in 5 years? Wow. Okay, so you're serving NS now. You're probably just got enlisted. Job roles are going to be definitely changing, and there will be more requirement for digital skills. There will be more requirement for students appreciating technical digital skills, maybe even able to do programming, okay? It is not going to be, you know, I don't have a fixed answer for you, but you definitely have to take up jobs. When you take up your jobs, you must make sure that you have skills like digital skills, technical skills, and you are not averse to IT, you're not averse to technology, okay? And just to let you know, when you come and join us, we do have programs that help business students gain technical skills. We work with the government, for example, IMDA, to help our students attain more digital skills so that they can get into technology companies. And these courses are actually also sponsored by the government as well as by NBS. The next question I see is there a right time to start planning for our career? Okay, I see secondary school students going for internships nowadays. Wow, okay, that's really early, right? Yes, yeah, I think secondary school students are going for experiential, programs so that they get to know what the industry is all about. There is a right time to start planning for your career. When you join us, we will tell you that this is the right time to start planning for your career. When you join the Nanyang Business School, we do not force you on day one and just give you a notebook and say that you have to start planning for your career. We introduce you to programs, we introduce you to employers, and best of all, we do have an internship program for all year one students, and it is a mandatory internship. So when you come into the school, you will start thinking about what you want to do with your internship. Again, I said before, it may change, but the point of getting your internship in your year one is to understand if this industry is for you, if you like the kind of role, and how you can actually improve your skill sets if that is the role that you finally want to go into. So your first year internship is for exploration, is for experience, and it's for understanding what's out there. Another question that came in is, are unpaid internships worth it? Okay, you could have been reading about unpaid internships. Well, this is a question that we have to think about whether the internship is an area that you're very interested in. For instance, you could actually find that there is an investment firm that has an internship and they just require you to be contributing to some part of the work for them. Okay, and if this is aligned to your career goal, we will work with you and we will give you the advice on whether this unpaid internship is going to be worth it. But let me put this way, there's always an experience that you will gain. There is always an experience that you will gain when you are actually getting yourself corporate exposure. And for employers, they do wish to pay you most of the time, okay, because they know that you want to be coming in to contribute, and they will actually also give you a little stipend. Another question that came in is for professional attachment. Is it hard for year one students to get well-regarded internship without prior experience? Okay, so let me tell you this. In 2020, we launched the mandatory internship for our year one students, and we did have quite a bit of success despite it being COVID. We did have many students that had the opportunity to experience financial services, the Big Four, consulting, research, and some even doing remote internship. Of course, that was during the COVID time when things were very difficult, but we had very supportive employers that resonated with our values and that resonated with our objective of wanting to give year one students experience. So yes, we do have many of our employers that are willing to open up internship opportunities for year one. But of course, we will help you to get there, right? For instance, attending our networking sessions, doing our resume writing classes, and having a career planning session with our career advisors. Okay, we will help you to think about how you can position yourself, how you can write your resume, and how you can even interview well. And a question is it a good idea to have a gap year? Is it a good idea to have a gap year? I would say that it's a very personal decision. For some students, they would feel that at this point, there are some aspirations that they have never fulfilled. I've known of students who said that I want to be traveling for a year and I want to go to, a place where I can actually contribute and understand what is it like to work in a volunteer organization, right? And they take a gap year off or even half a year off. So it is actually a very personal decision, but I would say that if you take some time off, a lot of students actually come back wiser, and they come back more mature, and they're actually able to understand what they really want to study or which specialization they want to take. Okay. So again, we allow you to take gap year, and you can also take it in the form of work-study degree program. You can call it a gap year, leave of absence, and sometimes even spend half a year on an overseas exchange somewhere else in another country, or even a longer-term internship, which can be actually a year of an internship. Wow, more questions. Do employers value work experience over grades? Very, very good question, and we're always talking about this all the time. I met with an employer, which was an American bank, and they said that the work-study degree program is really good because they get to understand and they get to know the students' contributions and their strengths, right? And for that, they would review a student holistically in terms of their grades, their work experience, their testimonials, and the grades are not going to be the priority for offering a full-time position. And this is with an investment bank. So it is very important for you to develop what we call the soft skills and the human skills, as well as the digital skills. How long should you stay at a job before jumping ship? Okay, this seems to be a question that is quite preliminary, but it will be, you know, it's a question for our graduates. It's very important for you to be able to learn when you are in a job and when you start in a job, right? I would say that if you are saying that I'm going to work in a job for half a year and then I'm going to move on to another job, that is really, really short. Will working from home affect employability now that employers can hire across borders? Definitely, we have employers that hire people from all over the world, but at the same time, technology has allowed you as a candidate to also work for an employer overseas as well. So to that end, we have remote internships, we have virtual internships, where we have students who are working for employers, and they do their internships and they meet, of course, on the different time zones every week over Zoom, thanks to technology, to actually assess and also do their presentations. Okay. I am a working adult planning to apply for NTU. Am I eligible for your programs? Okay, so actually I'm not an expert on this answer, and we will need to get back to you on it, but we do have programs, I think in other faculty that, you know, allows what we call, okay, sorry, I am a working adult planning to apply. Yes, you are eligible if you are coming in full-time. Okay, that's the answer, and that's what I mean. Okay, so if you are coming in full-time to study with Nanyang Business School, you are definitely eligible for our programs. Talk to our Nanyang Business School admissions experts. Is overseas experience really important? Okay, very good question, and I love to talk about this because many of my alumni actually did the overseas internship before, whether it was in Middle East or whether it was in the USA, and I actually follow their career tracks, and I think they're doing very well because of their experience when they were undergraduate, having an opportunity to work overseas. When they work overseas, they found that they actually became more independent. They became less reliant on the friends. They managed to network and they built a lot of relationships. And they actually became very global citizens. So an overseas experience is definitely going to be very, very precious. But at the same time, you can also think about a work exchange program. And also, when the borders are opening up, Nanyang Business School students have all gone out already, and they have gone out to different places to do their internships. Do I have to... okay, I have a question here. How is the work-study program structured? Is it something that we can participate after going into a full-time program in year one? Yes, you can participate in the work-study degree program. It is part of your 3-year program, and you will get to graduate within 3 years. So this is something that Career Services will help you and plan with you on which work-study degree program you are interested in, When do they hire? What are the roles that are suitable for you? What are the roles that are very aligned to your specializations? And what is the best timing for you to do a work-study degree program? Is it going to be something that I can take along with my exchange program? Definitely, we will plan that with you as well. Do I have to delay graduation if I take up multiple internships? NBS students generally are now getting about 2 to 3 internships before they graduate. So if this is more than one internship, it's a multiple internship, no, you do not have to delay graduation. But if you decide to take a 1-year leave of absence program, or you decide to just take a gap year, definitely you will have to delay graduation. Okay, I have a question on somebody asking for any tips on salary negotiation. Okay, join us, okay? And we'll teach you how to negotiate your first salary, okay? So for now, I cannot reveal any of these secrets to you. Shall I start my first job in a small company if I cannot find one in a big company? Now, that depends on what you mean by big and what you mean by small, okay? In a smaller company, you are actually almost the boss, except that you are not the boss. You get to do everything that the boss wants you to do. That means you get to learn about the business, you get to do your customer service, you may even have to do business development, everything, okay? In a big company, you are actually very specialized, which is very good. You learn about the company's best practice, but you may not have the opportunity to learn everything about the business. So there are advantages and there are also some disadvantages, and that depends on, of course, your career aspirations as well. Many of our students actually join startups because they said it's really, really xiong, okay, very, very tough, but they learn everything and they always wanted to be in business. So in a startup, they do everything, they work crazy hours, but they really hone their entrepreneurship skills. And I see many of the alumni eventually becoming entrepreneurs and start-uppers, okay, and they're all quite famous out there in the world. During internship, can I bargain for a higher pay? Oops, okay. So again, this is a secret. We're talking about negotiation again. Join us, okay? And then we will speak with you about it. Yeah, so thank you so much, for all these questions. I think I answered my last question already, okay? So in summary, I would like to say that you would definitely be able to start with a very good career start when you come in. We will help you to understand what are the careers out there in this digital economy. And I hope to see you very, very soon. Thank you.